Hello again, welcome back. I told you to do the standing up more often. I don't know, it feels more fun to do it this way. Don't question it, we're standing up now. That's how we're gonna do this. So let's jump right into the shenanigans, eh?
Is there something you want to say to me?
I'm not talking to you.
You are, though.
Am I?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
You're saying Islam is false prophet. Jesus Christ, Jesus
I'm
Christ.
praying, friend. I'm praying. I can pray wherever I want.
You hopped off of the treadmill and came next to
I can
me.
pray wherever I want.
You
I
hopped
pray
off
every
the
time I come in this gym.
But why did you come next to me?
You're standing there. I work out here every day. Ask anybody.
But is there something you want to say to me?
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of funny to me that she is just trying to be annoying about someone else who has a different religion to her. Yet, I have a funny feeling that if someone of a different religion decided to do this exact same nonsense towards her about her being, I assume, potentially Christianity of some form, she would probably lose her shit in a major way, as we've seen time and time again in the world.
Please come and tell me again. Please. Come out here and throw shit at me again. Please. Come out here, mija. Where are you? What's her name? She's the manager. What's her name?
Can I give it her?
Yes, you can. It's by law, you have to give me her name.
She's not the manager. She's just a co-manager.
Okay, so what's her name?
Crystal?
Crystal. Okay, tell her I got all this shit recorded. You see this? I'm recording it right now. She threw shit at me and she told me and you as an employee? Really?
No, she threw something first. It's on camera.
I am.
She threw
and I
something
don't
first.
care. I wasn't disrespectful. All I said was, can you call me? Plain and simple. Have you been here the whole time?
Yeah, I just walked.
Have you? No, you just walked in. Thank you.
Yeah,
You weren't here. So did you see when she threw shit at me? Did you? Did you see her throw?
It's the law. You have to give me the manager's name. I'm sorry, Karen. That's not how the law works. That only functions for anyone who represents the government or public, like the police or maybe firefighters and medical people. Not a random private fast food business. They don't actually have to give you their name. There is, like, it's only company policy that says that. No actual law, bucko. Now, is it wrong that this staff supposedly threw something at her? Of course it is, but seemingly she started it, so talk shit, get hit or something? No, actually, small fuck around and find out. Getting into this because there's a bit of context here. So apparently, OP here is curious, asking these guys, hey, do you live here? Because he believes they don't have a code to unlock the door to come to the car park area. Now, usually you could assume this is some Karen behavior, but apparently this place has been suffering from a slew of break-ins, so you could probably justify it as being overly cautious. Though I suppose that can be up to you to decide. Either way, let's let it roll.
Problem with us being gay. I'm not gonna touch any of you.
I'm not gonna touch any of you.
Okay, so why does she need to pull you away?
Yeah, no, when he was asking why you used our code to get into the garage,
You immediately cussed me
you
out.
immediately called us names like bitch, you said you, get out of the way, you are a
did I?
bitch. You did.
Yes.
You guys
You
are
did.
blocking the way.
Because you don't belong here. You don't have a code for the garage.
I have a code. You wanna see her car?
I want to see the code on that car.
wanna see her
Where's
car?
the sticker? Where's the sticker? There's no sticker here.
She has a code. She has a sticker.
There's no sticker on the car.
She got a sticker.
Okay, I will be taking this to the front desk because this was ridiculous. I'm sorry. The fact that you said because I'm gay, you called me names and were rude to me?
You are being rude. You just stopped there. and then
I stopped there and asked you a question.
There was a car behind me.
There was no car right behind you.
There
That
a
was
car
after.
behind me, and then
That was after.
was gonna hit me.
There was no car that was gonna hit you. There-
Call the cops. Call the
I
cops.
will.
Do it.
I mean, I'm not concerned about the cops. I'm more concerned about the car's safety, and I will be contacting the front desk.
Call the cops. Call the ICE. Whatever. Call the cops.
I don't care about ICE. Why would you care about
Because
ICE?
you look Indian as.
What?
What? You heard
Why are you being so?
I can't wait to post this so people can see how you
Why
are.
are you being
Like,
so rude? No.
Do you think I can do that shit? You think I can do the shit? I can report to you. The attitude is like shit.
I don't have an attitude with you.
Being rude.
Cause you're friends. He was being rude.
How? He asked you a
What do you
question at the
mean
beginning.
how?
No. He asked you a question. He asked you a question at the beginning. You decided to call him names, and then you tell it it's because we are gay and he looks Indian. Are you serious?
So why did you just stop it there? If
Because
another car is
so that
coming
you
behind
so
me,
that you
do
no, there
what's
was
gonna
I know
happen?
there was no car behind you when I stopped.
There was another car was coming.
Bye. Okay.
I'm not a rude
Okay,
man
bye,
and I'm
bye,
not a bad
bye.
man.
Some people, it's okay. Come on. Okay. You no good man.
I care about safety.
He was just asking
No.
a question, and then you escalated it by calling us bitches and you and your car, and then say
So and then what's your problem now?
you're racist. Like,
Okay,
why are you?
I'm racist. Okay. And then you
Okay,
guys
okay,
go
bye.
straight, go straight, okay? So yeah, go straight and then don't be rude, okay? I'm not being rude to everyone. Just
You called him Indian. You said it's because we're gay, and you told us to go straight. I'm not sitting here telling you to go back to your country. That's rude. Why would I ever say that? I'm not racist. Like, they're fighting each other. Like, who's the
Context, like, apparently after this clip, these two hopped right back into their car and then left. Yeah, after all that, they just left. They drove out of the complex and left. Usually, there's a look, I can understand that maybe it's a bit Karen-y to go like, hey, do you have your own code? Blah, 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 blah. But usually, apartment complexes and any form of area that has a car park that is segregated by a form of access gate or door usually has a policy of you only roll in one at a time because, you know, you don't want someone who shouldn't be there rolling in and being able to get access to all these cars that are usually perfectly safe and sound and things along those lines. It's usually a form of policy. And if these people knew any better, they probably would have been, I don't know, cool about it. Like, yeah, fair enough. Here's the code here, and can we move on for our day? Instead, they were very irate and angry about being caught out like this. And the other person was holding her back for a good chunk of the clip, but eventually she also becomes irate and unhappy about all of this. And it's just kind of like, there's clearly something else going on here. You're clearly here to do something nefarious, and that's why you're so upset for being called out for doing what you've done. And it just makes me wonder, what were you going to do?
You need to watch your mouth because you don't know who understands Vietnamese. My mom's Vietnamese.
Em đâu có nói chị,
Now,
em đâu có
what?
nói chị.
You know what? Yes, you did.
Nói hiểu lầm, xin
No,
lỗi.
my mouth này nè. That's what you said.
Em nói cái chị chỉ đi ra
That
ngoài
is what
kìa.
you said. I'm breaking you down. You need to watch your mouth because you don't know what customer walks through the door that understands your language.
Dạ, con xin-
Do you understand?
dạ, con xin
So
lỗi.
you need to watch your mouth.
Whoopsie daisy. Turns out when you're talking shit in another language, sometimes someone you're talking shit about can understand what the fuck you're saying. Whoop! I suppose that's just a lesson in the whole fact that just because you speak another language doesn't mean you're exactly safe in the ability of talking smack about other people who are around you, because you never know who's going to actually understand what you're saying and then call you out for your nonsense.
Why are you recording this?
Hartford, okay?
Baker, Phoenix, Baker, Warren Baker. Okay, you guys.
No. I need to get on this. I need to get out there right now. I literally have class tomorrow.
Brian, officer, if you're the house, please come see me to take
I'm
you
not
from
having
the
this
person.
tomorrow. I'm sorry.
Right here. You want me
I'm
to
sorry. I'm not. I'm so sorry.
Kenya Hillary?
I need to go by her, and I'm going by to whoever told me I'm going back to the. What time is it right here? What time is it? Listen, what time is it? Okay? 9:33. Yeah, all right. Okay, I'm going back to now how night works right now, okay? I don't listen. I do not give. How am I getting behind my back?
Stop doing that, please.
I did not do anything. Listen, I did not do anything right now. I'm just trying to go back to my. Oh my gosh.
Now you're under arrest for public drunkenness, okay?
Okay. All right.
Arrested for public drunkenness. Out of all the airport clips, hey, not only is that like the quickest I've seen someone get arrested for, quote, public drunkenness, but that is also the most tame drunk person I've ever seen. He is speaking calmly, though he's very clearly slurring a little bit every now and then. Like, he's not quite stable. He's definitely a little bit drunk. That is a definite thing. But like, out of all the clips, the police were quick to arrest this guy for public drunkenness when they're usually not this quick in a lot of other cases in an airport, like countless other cases. Yet they're here on the scene of this guy like that.
So you're gonna go and do what I cut you off for?
Yeah. You spilled it.
And then you wonder why you're single.
Likewise.
Look, buddy, I think you need to rethink your plan because, clearly, whatever it was, it just failed so miserably, it just slapped you in the face. Maybe it'll wake you up from you being a little drunk there. Unlikely story.
How much was your order? I don't care about how much it was. I want my food. I'm refunding you. You can go home. You're not gonna be rude to us. I don't care. That's what I'm saying. I'm refunding you. They say no refund. Now you can do a refund. No, I'm personally gonna do it. That's what I'm doing. So relax. I being nice.
I love how she was sitting there whinging and bitching about how her food is always too oily when she comes here, yet she still wants the food in spite all the complaints about the problems it always has, and seemingly doesn't care that much about the refund. And even when she gets that refund after all this back and forth, because she never really gave the staff a chance to figure out what their transaction was, whether they paid with cash or card, or even get the chance to ask the question until she pointed out, "What, it's taking you so long? I paid with cash." And he's like, "Well, you could have told me earlier." And she still wants the food after all of that. I thought it was too oily. Is that not what she said? Like, seriously? After all this, you want it now? Even though the whole thing was that your food is always oily from here? Maybe you just don't want to acknowledge the fact that you've just wasted God knows how long waiting for this food, only to cause a ruckus at the end of it all, and then to not get it. Good job. I mean... What was that thing from before? Oh yeah, fuck around and find out. You went to go kick the deer and the deer's like, ah, that's what you want to do. I got ya. Well, I mean, I hope you learn your lesson to it. Maybe don't try to kick animals because they are sometimes very willing to kick back.
Get out. Get out. Look, you throwing shit at us and then you're gonna report me? Get the out. Get going.
Just call the cops and have the fat bitch arrested. Trespass.
What? You fatter than me, bitch.
Yeah,
you fatter than me, bitch.
I'm not the
What
ratchet
you
one
talking
for
about?
that
You
shit.
fatter than me.
Yeah, do that. Wait, you're fatter than me. I just love how she just was willing to accept the police being called on her and she being arrested for trespassing. But the insult, the personal insult, no, man, that's too far. I'm going to absolutely destroy you now. And he's just sitting there going, oh, you can tell when someone has an ego. There is a funny lead into the story here. So what's going on here is our one guy here, I believe it's the man in the black jumper, invited someone over to their hotel, probably from a club or a bar they went out to that night. And for some reason or another, he decided that he's no longer interested in this guy, so sends him down the elevator and asks him to leave. Here's the kicker though. He's come down the elevator with him. Don't know if it's because this other guy was unwilling to leave or not, or maybe this guy's a bit crazy, and he got the hotel staff involved to get rid of the guy. And so the hotel does like, okay, fair enough, we'll just get our shuttle bus around to go take him back to where he needs to be. And that's a fair thing to do, you know? You shouldn't just kick someone right out of a hotel with nowhere to go, especially considering that you're the one who brought it over here. And it's kind of crazy that the hotel's like, yeah, whatever, we'll just get our courtesy thing, pick him up and go take him back to his hotel or his house, wherever he is residing this night. But Mr. Man in Black here did not like the courtesy.
My hotel, not yours. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Sir. I'm a dream. This is my fate that I brought over. Get him out of here, please. Get him out of here, please. Please leave me alone. Call. I'll call 911. I'll call fucking 911. Calm down. No, I don't want to do shit. I just want to. Calm down. Everybody's trying to get you the rails up, sir. I'm sorry.
Can I, yes, dispatch, can I request a deputy to please come to the Partridge Inn in Augusta, Georgia, please? I have a guest that will not leave. Thank you. Right on.
I'm sorry, sir.
You, man.
No.
I just want to go to my. You. He left in the shuttle that I requested on my name with my money. Cool, that's awesome. Go ahead and text whoever you need to, your boss or your boss's boss or whoever you need to. I'm so sorry. I was really cool earlier. I really am a nice person, but I requested him to be taken off the property, and you let him get in a shuttle that I paid for on my room. Come the fuck on. Text your boss or whoever you need to, let them know that I'm going to be suing the shit out of y'all. Please do. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Is that how you talk to guests? You took somebody that was on my tab downtown to Majesticus, and sir, you just talked to a guest like that. Is that how you talk to people?
Sir.
Okay, cool. Let me get Hilton on the line. Please, I will. Oh my fucking God, I got a lawsuit on fucking hands.
He said, yeah, I really appreciate it. He kind of leans in and says, okay, I took G.
He's a drunk. Why don't you ask me, instead of talking to her, why don't you ask me what happened?
talking to you.
All right, come sit down. Let's talk.
All right.
I'm Jay. Nice to meet you.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, man. Thank you. All right, let's start there. All right?
I'm gay. I went on a date tonight.
Yeah.
I had a guy come over. I bought a room here. I had a guy come over. Turns out he's a fucking belligerent drunk. And I came downstairs and I said, I do not want him here anymore. But then they proceeded to give him a ride to downtown Augusta to Majeska on my tab. After, no sir.
The sheriff is hurt. And at that point.
It's a courtesy on my tab. And I let them know that I didn't want him here anymore. It's my room, 517. Edward Boyd, still remember. No sir, no sir. I'm allowed to be upset.
It's your birthday. Calm down. Calm down. All right.
Yes. Alright, I also want a room comp, if that be you took a hostile guest Sir, I work for the FBI. You want to see my ID? I work for the FBI. You took a guest that Sir!
You know how I feel about the FBI?
I'm with the FBI. Look, that manager is a class act because he clearly understands that A, it's this guy's birthday, at least after he gets told that he's a bit drunk and he's now just had a bad sexual encounter with someone who clearly he shouldn't have taken back to the hotel with him. And so he's sitting there trying to be understanding, try to get through to him, and is just letting the guy be upset, be angry, because, you know, at the end of the day, it's something that you can somewhat understand why he's upset over it, and because he's a little bit drunk, he's not quite understanding or processing the situation correctly, and most of them were probably like, you know, he'll wake up tomorrow morning and go like, oh my god, I'm a fucking moron, and come down and apologize. He seems chill like that. Like, he's just upset, a bit drunk, and when you mix those two things together, especially on one's birthday, you can be a little bit wacky in the brain. Because, I mean, when they say courtesy, it means it's free of charge. It's a courtesy. You're not paying for it. It's not a courtesy because of your room and it's going to be flagged to your room. No. It's courtesy. It's free. They just got this guy out of there for you. There's a bit of a story for this one leading into the actual clip itself. So what's going on here is OP here is with their kids as well as some of their kids' friends. They're watching a movie in this theater, and about 20 minutes in, apparently a noise complaint happens. One of the staff comes in to tell them about it, and she does what a parent usually does, or at least that's what we get told, to like, hey, be quiet, just calm down, watch the movie. But apparently, after an hour rolls by, nothing seemingly happens until another staff rolls in to say that they need to leave. They will refund her of her tickets, but she needs to leave the cinema now. And she just asks, like, okay, could you, like, get the manager? And so that employee leaves. But the manager doesn't come back. Instead, we get yet another employee coming in and say, you need to leave right now or security is going to be called. And not too long afterwards, police roll into the cinema, rocking flashlights and all, to pull these guys out of the cinema. And this is where we roll into the clip now.
Come on. Now you had all these police come up in because my kids was whispering amongst me because they wanted drinks and popcorn refills in their cups. If you sat there, my kids were not unruly. They were not jumping up out of their seats. They were not causing a disturbance. You have people in there who are entitled, who don't know how to share a space. And for you to call the police while I have my children here, and then you act like I'm a threat and you're jumping back and forth and you can't understand what I'm saying. All I asked you was for a manager. You could have said, I'm the manager, I'm gonna come outside. You said this is my last chance. I'm a grown woman. I don't need a chance. I needed a manager. Do you understand that?
I understand you. I came in the first time Then she came in the second time and asked you to come outside of the theater so we could talk to you.
You were escorting us out. You didn't say to talk. You said to leave.
So the first time that I came in there, I gave you a warning, told you that they were talking. I was up at the top of the auditorium for 3 minutes listening. They were throwing popcorn at each other, and they were talking amongst each other. We've had complaints, multiple complaints about this in the theater.
Okay.
So that was your first warning.
Exactly.
When we came back in again, there was a whole other situation happening. All we heard was your two daughters talking. So at that point,
You
we
mean
have to
throughout
ask
the
you to leave.
theater or amongst each other?
We could hear them in the theater talking the whole time that we
Throughout the theater or amongst each other, because
They
that's very
can talk
important.
amongst each other.
Exactly,
But
and you're
we
acting
still-
like
it's
they
still a
were
disturbance.
acting irate and breaking like the quietness of the room. I could still clearly, and I could barely hear them talking, and I was right next to them. So there's people who once you had that first complaint, every time they must have said something to me or each other, there was another complaint. That's what happens when entitled people want you gone, and you know that, right?
I do understand that, but when we get complaints, I have to base it off of the complaints, and I heard them talking.
Yeah, heard them talking amongst each other, but not causing a scene where you need the police here to escort my children out of here. Do you know how embarrassing that is and how hurtful that is?
I do
For one, that they
understand.
cannot finish watching the movie like the rest of the children, and
do
for two,
understand
that the police had to come, and they're not even out of the second grade yet.
Look, I hate to say it, OP, but you seem to be a bit unruly yourself in the situation. Yes, it is embarrassing to be escorted out by the police, but based upon what the staff said here, this wasn't just simply other people making complaints and they were responding directly to those complaints. She said that they came in and they could hear your kids clearly. It doesn't matter if they're talking amongst themselves or not. If they can be heard very clearly in the theater, that is a problem in and of itself. And they asked you to leave the theater itself and come outside, and then they would be willing to talk with you. Because obviously speaking, they're not going to want to have this whole conversation inside the theater when a movie is going on, because that's just going to be interrupting to literally everyone else in the theater. I feel like you could have just stepped out with your kids, talked to the manager, and had this all solved, but instead you didn't. Then they came back saying they're going to get security to get you out because you're not listening, and then police roll up to get you out. Is it embarrassing? Yes. But clearly, you're believing that there's some prejudice going on, that there's entitled people trying to get you kicked out here, but the staff are here saying that, hey, we got the complaints, we went in to see what was going on, we could hear your kids clearly, they were throwing popcorn at each other and all this other stuff, and that's why we did what we did. It's like one of those things where I feel like that, yeah, kids can be annoying and unruly, that's what kids do, but you gotta find a way to tame them and control them. And sometimes you're not going to win that type of scenario. And instead of, when you get asked that you need to leave the cinema, instead of going, nope, get me the manager, you should just exit out the theater and then talk to the manager there, because they'll be more willing to have a conversation if you do listen to both sets of instructions. It's really simple. Instead, you just refuse to come out. You refuse to listen the third time they come in and the second time they ask you to leave. And so, of course, other people had to get involved to get you out of the cinema because you weren't listening. It's like, look, I can understand your frustration, but also they've got protocols and rules to follow themselves, and you weren't willing to cooperate, so they had to do what they had to do. Either way, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like down below. Maybe subscribe, that'd be highly appreciated, and things on those lines. We're trying to get somewhere eventually. I mean, it would require me to actually be consistent. Expect this camera to probably move because I'm not happy with where it's sitting. I'm still yet to find a spot for it to comfortably sit in this new office, even though it's been like a few months. But don't worry about that. Bye!